Hello Europe and Kalispera Greece. It's William calling from wiwibloggs, and I'm joined by Porrick in Ireland and Billy, our man in Greece. And we are super excited because Eurosong 2015, Greece's national selection for Eurovision, takes place on March 4th. 5 acts, 1 winner. Now only one of us has a Greek passport, but we all have opinions, so let's do this! Now we're gonna look at the acts in reverse order of a poll we're running on wiwibloggs. Currently in last place, it's Serial with the song Crash and Burn. You guys, thoughts?
Well, I believe Serial have a nice entry, a typical pop song, but it's very boring and it's forgettable. I mean, it's really similar to the songs competing in the national final in 2012, the national final held in the mall, where Aphrodisiac won it. And I don't really like these songs.
I don't get how it's last in our poll, because it's one of the few that stood out for me. Like, I don't particularly like any of the songs in this final, but I would have ranked it. It's my second favourite out of them, which isn't saying much, but at least she stands out, and she doesn't have a random Greek traditional breakdown in the middle of it that makes no sense. So it's consistent throughout. My biggest criticism really would be her weird dress pants, puffy things that she's wearing in the video.
Yeah, it's like lingerie gone very, very wrong. And when I first saw this name, I was like, is that cereal? And let me tell you this, I don't eat cereal for breakfast. I eat yogurt, and I am not eating this. She says, let me crash and burn, and she is gonna do that. She will crash and burn. What else does she say? She says, ready for our love? I'm not ready to give it to her, y'all. The melody, like, isn't inviting. She's really energetic, but I can't access this. I'm trying really hard, but it's just not speaking to me. And so I kind of understand why she's last, or they're last, whatever they are. Crash and burn, baby. In 4th place in our poll, it's Barrice with the song Ella.
Well, Ella has all that it takes for a typical pop song, but the sirtaki, the Greek feature at the end of it, it crashes the whole song and it makes it really weird. I mean, without this music in the end of it, it would be very nice.
Yeah, it's typical kind of boy band, male pop star kind of fare going all along. Early noughties kind of would show Edward in Moldova how it's done. Except then he goes, like Billy said, he goes and pulls out the random Greek instrument, and it doesn't fit in with the song, because I remember back in 2013, Casa Nostra incorporated some traditional Greek instruments into their performance, but this doesn't fit at all. It's nearly like the producers went to him, we need to have this Greek sounding, stick this on at the end, and he's like, fine, and then he goes back and does a little boy band thing at the end. It doesn't mesh together at all.
Billy, is Ella the name of a woman?
No, Ella in Greek means come, and he also said that after this word. I don't know, I don't get why he would name his song with a Greek word and all the song would be in English.
Yeah, I would not name a song Come. It sounds nasty. Now let me tell you this, I don't want to dance with him, I don't want to listen to this song. If I was the lady he was singing to, I'd call the police and get a restraining order. It's a little crazy. It also feels very cut and paste. The beginning of the song sounds like one song, and then he reaches his chorus and they don't fit together. And even the first half of the chorus doesn't fit with the second half of the chorus. So I'm just left really confused, because he has some good ideas, but none of them are really developed. And about that crazy bridge, like, I hate to admit this, but I kind of like it. Again, it doesn't feel like it belongs in this song. It's like a Greek rodeo, but it's got personality. I worry Greece would choose this, because it has a Greek identity, but perhaps I'm mistaken.
Well, it doesn't sound Greek at all until those instruments kick in. It could be from anywhere. And then just one other point, he deserves to be deducted points for that denim jacket and jeans combo. That hasn't been in for a very long time.
That's because he bought it at the 2012 selection at the mall, and they had denim on sale, y'all.
He's really young and talented. I mean, if he had a better song, he would have had many chances to win it.
In 3rd place in our poll, it's Thomai Apergi and Legend with the song Jazz and Sirtaki. So y'all, Thomai has totally left One Last Kiss behind, and she's back with this song. Are you feeling it?
Well, I'm totally feeling it. It's my favorite entry from all five. I believe the combination of jazz and Greek music has been very successful in this particular song. The lyrics may be nonsense. If you were Greek, you wouldn't understand a word, but the music and the style of the song, it's very nice. It reminded me of other old Greek entries that went really well because of that Greek feature.
Yeah, I have the same problem as I do with Ella, that the song is going along. She sounds kind of Greek from the off, but then they just get in the instruments, like they have a wheelbarrow, tip the instruments into the song, like da, 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 da. And then she's very much into her big facial expressions, and yeah, that's kind of off-putting when you're looking at the video as well. I don't know, and she strikes me as if she's Spanish more than Greek. I don't know.
I just find this really repetitive. I mean, the sound is exciting and kind of crazy. It's really in your face, but I can't really distinguish 10 seconds from 30 seconds from 50 seconds. It's just, it's too much. It's too loud. And she's got great teeth, beautiful woman. But like, that's my lasting memory is like, this lady's hot. She should enter Miss Universe Greece, not Eurovision. Billy, what are the lyrics? What's she singing about?
She's singing about a night where she would listen to jazz and sirtaki, and she would drink wine and paint an island blue, something like this. It makes absolutely no sense.
Well,
Doesn't sound like a bad night, to be honest.
well, if it's with Thomai, a lot of guys would sign up. Yes. In second place, it's Maria-Elena with One Last Breath. So I'm kind of in two minds about this song. The first time I heard it, I was like, we've heard this at Eurovision like every year since 59, 56, and on The Voice and on the radio. It's like a pretty woman in pain on the piano. But the thing is, I listened to it again and I was like, oh, if she sings this live, it could be really, really powerful, and like she probably has a good voice. I don't know. It's a bit boring and bland, and again, we've heard it all before.
Well, she's the winner of The Voice of Greece. Her live performances are really good, and this could be the factor that would lead her to win. But I find her song really boring and slow until the rock music drops. And I also find it reminded me of Rise Like a Phoenix at some parts of it.
The hairless version.
Yeah, well, Billy was saying before we started that she's of Cypriot descent, or she's from Cyprus. And, like, I totally get it. Like, she's the long-lost daughter of Despina Olympu, that she's so boring and she's sending us to sleep. And there's the song picks up a bit when the rock music kicks in towards the end, but it's too late to rescue it as far as I'm concerned. It's just dull, dull, dull.
In first place in our poll at the moment with 42% of all votes, it's Shaya Hansen with the song Sunshine. Y'all, she is definitely bringing the heat. There's some sun, it's ethnic, it's Greek, it's a little crazy, a little ridiculous. But I have this feeling like Ruslana was in Kiev drinking, she got on a bus, she woke up in Thessaloniki, she was like, I'm in a Eurosong. It's a mess. It is a mess, but I like it, that said.
Well, it's a nice song, it's very dancing and pop, but I really find it's a copy of Only Teardrops from Emily the Forest. Well, they thought it is tried and tested, this song couldn't fail, and the music and lyrics are written by Dennis, if I'm not mistaken. But Shaya really has a unique voice, she has an attitude, she is really good, and I thought her live performance could be so good that could lead her to win.
There's something about it, it stands out for me amongst the Greek songs, and it's kind of like, I don't like it right now, but I think she could kind of have the Susie factor, that nobody likes her in the national finals, but then everyone falls in love with her at Eurovision. Because it's got that kind of, it's obviously a different genre of music to Susie, but it's got the feel-good factor to it, and she's doing a bit of the Susie shake with the little skimpy skirt and shake, but it's the best of a bad lot as far as I'm concerned.
I feel like at times the song, there's no vocal, and it's like, oh shit, nothing to say, insert booty, and so she just starts shaking, but it works, and this could be like a Moldovan song. You can see this at their national final, it's just so out there, but as you say, it could also be Portuguese, it's got this Latin influence, it's all over the place, and maybe that will give it mass appeal. So you guys, we've already hinted at this, but I want us to go around and say who we think should win, and then we'll go around and say who we think will win. So, who do you want to win?
I want Thomai Apergi to win. I really like her song. I thought when I first listened to it that this will go to Eurovision.
I want Shaya.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth. I'm going to say Shaya as well, though, just because I think on a big stage she can fill it. Whereas Maria-Elena, I would forget she was on the stage. The others, I'm not sure they could fill it as much. Now, who do you think will win?
I think it's pretty obvious. I believe Shaya will win it.
Yeah, I think Greece usually make the right decision when it comes to their songs. So I think Shaya will win.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like the songs with the strong Greek elements almost cancel each other out. Like, I'm not Greek, so it's hard for me to distinguish between them. I'm sure Greeks are obviously better at that. But her song is like, not Greek, but it's close enough to still be likable. And I think it's gonna give her the edge, along with that amazing booty shake. Well, that's what we think. What do you guys think? The final of Greek Eurosong takes place on March 4th. Be sure to follow all the news here on wiwibloggs and let us know what you're thinking on Pinterest, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook. Just type in wiwibloggs, search for that shit, we'll pop up. See you later. Bye!
Bye.